There it is. Is it on? Alright. So we're gonna face the east and give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Mahala Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders. Peace, blessing, mercy, and salutation to all the brotherhood out there teaching the truth and sincerity in the name of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Today we're in Hanford. It's so-called Easter or whatever. So part of the things that are happening are because the world is coming to an end. But not the whole world, not the world as it is. It's not going to stop. It's going to continue. Esau's world is coming to a stop. So what we have is recently there was a crash in Baltimore. A ship crashed into a bridge, and it caused a bridge collapse. And during that bridge collapse, some people died, went missing. But, you know, the damage is not over yet, because that ship didn't get through, or it has merchandise on it available. I mean, available, but it's not available because it's not going to be moved out. So I heard they got about 800,000 cars coming through that port of Baltimore. So that's 800,000 cars. And if we just to talk about the cars, that's gonna ruin those car dealerships' income. Because when they report stuff like how many cars are sold, it's not when the consumer buys it, it's when the car lot buys it. So the car lot is missing out on, let's say, 200 cars. How you doing, man? 200 cars, and that's 200 cars that they can't sell. But that's stuck in Baltimore. So who's gonna get that? Who's gonna get the benefit of that? So that company is not gonna sell those cars. All right, and that's just that. They got other goods too. They got other goods like engine parts, tires, computers, laptops, cell phones, other merchandise that is due to be sold, but it's not going to be sold. All right, so I got something from US Today, and let's see. It says Baltimore's authorities forged ahead with a salvage operation to remove the mangled bridge from the Patapsco River and clear the waterway so that the port of Baltimore, a critical East Coast shipping artery, can resume operations. So that's a port, and it's not resuming its business. Business is not booming, you know. Here's your microphone. So business is not booming. They're waiting to reopen. All right. So how important is a port? Well, what do you expect to have? I mean, do you want the goods that you ordered? You have to sell them, but you have to buy them too. So you have to buy whatever's coming in, and then they have to sell it. So the car dealerships have about 800,000 cars, brand new cars that need to be sold, or that are already counted as sold. But guess who bought them? The companies that sell them, the car dealers. So they're reporting them. They're going to report a major loss, and that loss is, say, right now it's March. By July, because it happens every 3 months, they call it a quarter. Every quarter, they're going to do a report, and that report is going to be bad. It's going to reflect that this government owes more money. And every time I try to talk about something, hey, that's the spirit. Right now, somebody's choking on an Easter egg.
Yeah.
Probably the little fucking kid, and nobody was watching. They're having Easter egg hunts, and this little motherfucker found an egg that nobody accounted for. And probably a jelly bean is stuck in his fucking throat, or her throat. Well, guess what? That's called judgment. I mean, I don't wish for it to happen, but that's just the kind of fucking things that need to happen. Alright, so another one is, so now there's a port that's closed, right? They're not making money. Their jobs are on hold. But also they have to clean it up, and that's another job. So whoever's going to clean that up has to pay to clean it up. But they're going to be paid to do it. So that's just that. And let's see. I got a bunch of scriptures. Oh, crap.
Yeah, it's the economy. That's what I wanted to auto out to Zal. We can figure something out in the near future or whatever we can today. I wanted to go into that actually because I think through the spirit I seen something. I Googled something in regards to AI, and I think it says since AI has been established, there's roughly been I think it was this year, 2023, 4,600 job losses.
400?
No, 4,600.
4,600 job losses
in America
since AI. That's important because AI was meant to help, right?
Yep.
But can you get 2 Kings 19 and start at 20?
Yep.
So who is it that the job loss is going to help? It's going to help the industry that paid for that AI to be part of their job, their task force. I never got it. Go ahead.
2 Kings chapter 19 and 20. Then Isaiah the son of Amoz sent to Hezekiah, saying, Thus saith the Outer One, Yahweh of Israel, that which has prayed to me against Sennacherib, king of Assyria, I have heard.
All right, so we got the king Sennacherib of Assyria, and at this point he has his whole fucking army waiting right at the border of Israel, right? Go all the way to 24.
Verse 22 says, Whom hast thou reproached and blasphemed, and against whom hast thou exalted thy voice and lifted up thy eyes on high?
Yeah, because everybody that has come up against the Israelites, they're talking shit about our God because they think that our God is not doing anything. He's just letting you trip so that when you fall, he'll fucking grind you up. Go ahead.
It says, and lifted up thy eyes on high, even against the Holy One of Israel.
Yeah, so everybody's talking shit, especially about our God, because they think that he's taking a break or that he's non-existent. But his name is Yahweh, and it means he does exist. Go ahead.
It says, verse 23 says, By the messengers thou hast reproached the Outer One, and hast said with the multitude of my chariots, I am come up to the high of the mountains.
Yeah, because they sent a general, right? and General, that was Rabshaki. And that's these fucking Hindus right here that own this pizza motherfucking place.
Yeah, these fuckers came out proud too. They're hella proud, bro. But Elon's gonna get.
Yeah, Elon. But guess what, Elon? This is why you're gonna get fucked up, because you sent your general, and your general was proud. Yeah, he's a good warrior and everything, but basically you sent him talking shit. So now after that, go to 2 Kings 19 and 25.
2 Kings chapter 19 verse 25 says, Hast thou not heard long ago how I have done it, and of ancient times that I have formed it. Now have I brought it to pass that thou shouldest be to lay waste fenced cities into ruined heaps.
Yeah, so just think about that Baltimore crash. Everything that's supposed to happen is gonna happen, and it has to happen because, like the scripture said, everything that's happened is coming to pass. So I got the U.S. national debt clock, and we're at 34 billion, I mean trillion, 34,600 billion dollars, 34,600 billion dollars. That's a lot, and for every citizen, it's $102,000. Debt per citizen, debt per taxpayer is $266,000. So who the fuck's gonna pay that? And it says, look at the new median for a new home is $417,000. How are you gonna afford that?
And
it says, oh shit. You know, it says healthcare cost is at $14,000. So check this out. We got in the U.S. population 336 million citizens, and out of those, 100 million are not in the workforce. So 100 million are not in the workforce. But guess what? It gets worse. Only 132 million have full-time jobs. Oh shit.
It was actually it was like I was hearing on the radio, I believe, like nearly like it says like the majority of Americans don't have $1,000 for an emergency. They don't,
there is an emergency, but they don't have it.
Yep.
You see, and that's most of us. So right here, we're just looking at the debt clock. It's not looking good. And look at the average new car is $50,000. So they have $800,000 cars up in that port that can't get through. If you times that by $50,000, man, this place is in fucking trouble. And that's just looking at the debt clock. So let's and
then I believe it was last year and then probably it'll top off this year as well. Credit card debt is like the highest it's ever been in record history. Because people are fucking swiping the credit card to buy gas, to buy food, like basic shit that you would normally
use your credit card.
Yeah, they're having to spend it on.
It was back in the day, credit cards were like for, oh, we're gonna go on vacation.